Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Oracle of Divine Truth, Miss V. Welcome to my channel. For those that have already subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you very, very much. For those who have not subscribed to my channel, don't miss out. So make sure that you click the like button and make sure that you, of course, click that bell so that way you can receive notification as to when a video does decide to upload. This particular reading here today is going to be for all elements, okay? Um, which will be my earth signs, my air signs, my fire signs, and my water signs. That is the order in which these readings will take place today. There is an overall theme for this reading today. This theme was selected by Source. My question to Spirit this morning is, what major changes are each element experiencing? So with that being said, I've already pre-shuffled for each element. However, I have not seen the insight for each element as of yet. The overall energy of that question was spiritual growth. Okay? This is the theme for this reading for all elements. So whatever sign or element, that you actually click into today is a part of your spiritual growth. So this is the topic. I recommend that you also click into your sun, moon, and rising sign for additional information. The description, not the description, but the timestamps will be in the comments below if you want to bypass this entire message. However, if you've made it this far, you might as well just stick around. So again, we're going to proceed this reading today. Focus on the major changes that each element is going through. Now again, I'm reading for many different people. So it's very important that you take what resonates with you and that you leave what does not. If you feel that it doesn't resonate at all, then please take a look at my other videos. However, normally when you come on my page, the messages will hit. So, welcome. Please make sure that you like. Please make sure that you comment. It's greatly appreciated. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to Oracle of Divine Truth, Miss V. Without further ado, let's get started. Again, we are starting off with the element of earth. This message is pertaining to your spiritual growth. Okay? Let's see, what are some major things right now that your spirit team wants to speak to you about pertaining to spiritual growth? For my earth signs, we have courage. Okay? Courage. And we also have the card of get some rest. Again, the theme is your spiritual growth. I'm going to channel messages, and then I'm going to pull one card from each deck. These cards have already been pre-shuffled. Earth signs. On this journey in your spiritual growth, you will, and you have been, and you will embody the energy of courage. This spiritual growth is to infuse courage in your ashe. Some of you may already feel that courage growing within you. You're becoming more stronger in situations that maybe you wasn't as strong as before. You are looking at reality for what it is. And even though it's scary, you're facing your fears. That's where the energy of courage starts from. So in this journey, you will continue to build up your inner strength. You will continue to face your fears. For many of my earth signs, the fact that courage is such a strong and bold word, you may have not been embodying your most authentic self in some shape or form in the old you. So this is a lot of work, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. There is a lot of changes that are happening on a cellular level. So your body is going through a lot. And for many of my earth signs, you're taking action. Meaning you're getting physical. You're doing the leg work. So you got a lot going on in your energy right now. And that's why Spirit says get some rest. It may not look on the outside like a lot of rapid changes are really happening. But I'm here to tell you there are rapid changes that is happening within you. And right now, Spirit is saying to honor yourself, to listen to your body, to get the rest that you need. You're growing. And it's all spiritual. The adversities that you face, the things that you come up against, it is all spiritual. Why? To build your inner strength. Ashe, ashe, ashe. For my earth signs, courage, get rest. One card on earth signs, courage, get rest. Thank you, Spirit. We have grace, number 47. When I open to the deep source of grace, the flow of my life feels effortless and vibrant. Earth signs, this spiritual growth is helping you to understand what grace is all about. Spirit is working with you on this year, right? Those adversities that you've been through in your life that you may look at now or you used to look at it in the past and you couldn't understand why. Why me? Why me? Why me? Why did I go through this? Why did I experience this? But in this stage, when Source get done with you, you're going to look back and say, I thank you. I thank you for that person coming into my life. I thank you for the situation that I had to go through. I thank you. With no bitterness, with no anger, with no frustration, with peace. Because you know and you realize that without those experiences, you wouldn't even be who you are today. That pain, that anger, that sadness is going to be transmuted into grace. You're going through a lot. Honor yourself. When you rest, those messages from Spirit can get through you more clearly. Earth signs, confirmation. Earth signs, Spirit. Courage, get some rest. Some of my earth signs, you've been experiencing joint pains. You've been experiencing back pains. Many of you have been going through a lot of changes in your fourth house. Your fourth house is your home. It is your security. It is your stability. It is your finances. It is your physical health. It is your sense of belonging. It is your family dynamics. It is your self-care. It is your body. This is the card that came out for you. There's no words, only intuitive messages. You're going to learn in this stage of how to really pour into you. You're going to learn in this stage how to show yourself compassion. In this stage, you are going to heal your mommy wounds. In this stage, you are going to heal the issues with your own parenting to your children. In this stage, you're going to evolve. You're going to blossom. In this stage, you're going to build stronger connections with yourself and stronger connections to others of its highest light. Bonds will get stronger with connections of the highest light. Your depression will be under control. Your sadness will be under control. Am I saying you will never experience that again? No. It will be under control. You're transmuting darkness into light. Be patient with the process. My earth signs. Courage, get some rest. Earth signs. Simplicity. Simplicity. It's the little things. It's the little things. The joy you bring. Hey, that's my shit. Maybe that's y'all shit. Excuse me, I cracked in the beginning. I kind of just woke up too. So yeah, excuse my voice. But I can hit the motherfucking notes. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. But no, I'm just playing. Had to loosen up the energies a little bit. Breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Because spiritual growth ain't no joke, right? Right? You got to shake it off. Shake it off. Dance it off. Okay? Listen to some music. All right? You know? Get in your element. Do things that's going to help you unwind. Because spiritual growth, again, ain't no joke. Now let's get back. This is simplicity. This is what you're stepping into. Many of you have been through some hardships. But things are about to get lighter. The load is about to get lesser. You're healing your soul. Another thing that is happening with this personal growth is that Spirit is working with my earth signs on materialistic things. The things that you can touch. Now, of course, we all like the finer things in life, and we deserve the finer things in life. But sometimes our mentality and our belief system surrounding those possessions can create significant barriers for our growth. I'm not going to go into in depth of those things. However, I'm just going to throw a few. If you are someone that you just save, and never spend, there's some issues there. If you get money and you just spend, there's some issues there. If you get money and all your focus is on taking care of the superficial things in your life, there's an issue there. Okay? Now, there's many, many more But Spirit is working with you on redefining what you consider to be possession. What you consider to be possession. And when it comes to that, pay attention to the things that is stripped from you, has been stripped from you. When it comes to the root, home life, security, stability, physical health, those things that has been taken from you in the recent past or in the now, focus. Where is your possession in that situation? Where is your mindset with that situation? There's redirection that is happening because priorities are out of alignment. You don't need to figure out where these things are taking place. It's in your life. It's been happening. So, Spirit is going to reroute and help you better understand possession, help you to change your mindset when it comes to the worth, your value, your possessions. Okay? Let's keep moving. We got other elements to do. Earth signs. Courage, get some rest. Courage, get some rest. Courage. Somebody that I'm speaking to is 47. We have I'm drawing a blank. Somebody's watching this with the initial G. First name, middle name, or last name. Gardenia. Thank you, Spirit. I had to say that before I could speak the word. Get clear. If you got a G initial, first name, middle name, last name, get clear. Get clear. Get clear. You're not grounded. We do have emotional protection. I'm going to actually read this card directly out of the book, as I will be doing with other signs. It's not numbered, so I have to look it up. So, patience is a virtue. And I don't have my glasses on, so y'all got to bear with me. Okay. The gardenia is a very protective flower towards our emotional being. It strengthens the aura so that we are less impacted emotionally by people and the events around us. I have often recommended it to healers, counselors, and such to prevent becoming emotionally tied to problems. When the gardenia appears, you will see a shift in your emotional well-being. Let's stop there. Spiritual growth is happening in your emotional well-being, right? You will become clearer, and there will be an increasing sense of peace. Ashe. Issues that you have been concerned, especially when it comes to family, friends, loved ones, or anything of the such, will calm. Focus on your own emotional health. Trust in your thoughts and your perceptions. They are much clearer and they are becoming free of emotional fog. So with this growth, what did I just say as I was holding this up? Get clear, get clear, get clear, okay? Clarity is coming through this spiritual growth, okay? And then last but not least, outside of that, protecting yourself from energy vampires. Be careful where you place your energy at this time. It is time to protect your emotions. I heard detox from social media. A white bath, a white spiritual bath. If you know, you know. If not, I tutor. I'm a teacher. I mentor. So to learn how to do certain nicks and nannies, you can definitely book me for a mentorship session. One card for my earth signs, and we're going to close out courage and get some rest. We have death. My earth signs, check where your Scorpio placements is at right now. That is also some important information for you to have as well, by looking in your astrology chart to see where the Scorpio placements are. As we know, death is about endings. It is about change. It is about transformation. It is an energy of letting go. It is an energy of releasing. Some of you may connect with deity Kali Ma. Okay? A lot of transformation is happening. I want to look at the bottom of the deck. Got the 7 of Swords. I'm going to keep this out. So with these changes and with these transformations that is happening right now, okay, I don't know if you realize that even though this looks very chaotic, you see the sun coming up. Something is getting ready to shine in your life. You are about to shine in your life. You are about to attract everything that you deserve. You are about to heal the inner child. You're about to be successful, okay, in those creative ideas. You are about to tap into your inner child. No longer tied down to the problems and the pains of the past. You are about to feel good. You are about to feel blessed. And you're about to be seen. The beauty of it all. So the message for you, get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Okay? So this does complete the reading for my earth signs. I do hope that you enjoyed. Feel free to comment below. Leave a heart. Greatly appreciated. And I'll see you in air sign. Alright, so now we are in the element of air. This is for my Libra, my Geminis, and my Aquarius. Okay, again, like I told the other pile, please make sure that you take a look, at your sun, moon, and rising signs as well for additional information. So again, my air signs, the theme today that Spirit wanted to talk about was spiritual growth. These are the pre-cards that actually came out, okay? I haven't seen them yet, so I'm not for sure what the conversation is going to be about, but let's go. Let's see. Spiritual growth for my air signs. Again, significant changes right now. We have relationship dynamics. Now, again, a relationship is a bond that is shared with one another. This could be with a family member, a friend, a co-worker, or a romantic partner, okay? So it's important for you to know. And you guys also have the card of support that is coming out as well. Alright, let me go ahead and get my stick and give me a few moments. What we're going to do is we're going to, meaning me and my spiritual team, we're going to channel these cards here, and then we're going to get a card from each one of these decks, and then we're going to close out. So allow me to tap in. So it's going to be a little bit different for each and one of you. So I want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave what does not. This spiritual growth is really kind of showing up in your, it's making me feel like your 11th house. Okay? because we do have relationship dynamics here. So you're going to be growing through the relationships that you encounter. Okay? You're going to be growing through the relationships that you encounter. For some, you are going to feel a lot of support. Okay? And that support that maybe you've never received before, you're going to be getting that support. And the support that you're going to receive is going to be really genuine. And just with that love and just with that compassion that you are receiving from others, it is something in that vibrational frequency that's going to propel you forward as well. Like, for example, if you are someone that dealt with a lot of trust issues and you really don't trust people, right? All of a sudden, you're going to get a lot of support that you didn't think that you had, right? And you're going to see how supported you really are. This is also for those that may felt like they don't have support, and maybe that's what's really been the case. But something is shifting, something is changing. The world is always changing. And so with this shift, you're going to be receiving more support, more genuine support that's going to help boost you up to the vibrational frequency that you need to excel in. Now, for others, your spiritual growth will come into the form of your relationships. However, in this chapter, you will see who supports you and who does not. For those that do not support you, you will begin to see significant changes in decline of that connection. As uncomfortable as that process might be, and however the cookie does decide to crumble, it is to help you grow. See, Source can see things that we cannot see. Source knows people's true intentions, even when you cannot see. So normally, when spirit works and begins to remove or to pull back or to set stronger boundaries with certain folks, spirit's like, this person thinks they about to, okay, nah, we about to nip this in the bud. It's not about to go out like that. So rejection is what? God's protection. All right? Either way, it's going to prepare you for it, Ashe. So let's go ahead and tap on in. This is for my air signs. We have relationship dynamics and support. My air signs, relationship dynamics and support. So we have here number 44, inner guidance system. Let's stop. Let's talk about that number 44. For some of you, this is going to start off with family. And then, and also your love life. Now, this card says inner guidance system. The best answers always come from the calm, radiant place within me. I wait for these with joy. I feel that this growth for my air signs is going to really kind of get you guys to really tune in to your inner wisdom. Not just your inner wisdom, but let me just say your inner knowing. Your spiritual growth for my air signs is going to be pertaining to your inner knowing. And learning how to really listen to that inner knowing, okay? And how to apply it when it comes to relationships. For some, you may have thought that maybe there was a family member, or maybe there was a partner, or this again could be a close friend as well. With the number 44, they could feel like family, right? That this person really has my back. But you've, on a few occasions, you may have thought, okay, this person said something, got me questioning them. But now maybe I'm just tripping, you know, and maybe something came up again where you question somebody, but you like, oh, no, I'm just tripping, you know. Spirit is going to be really kind of revealing, were you tripping? So if somebody pop up and you see them for who they are, and Spirit is removing that quote unquote fake support out of your circle, you're going to say to yourself, like, damn, I had questioned that at that time, but, or something to that nature. And then for others, it's kind of like you're going to just have a strong knowing. Like, yeah, this one, my ride or die. And in those connections, they would strengthen. Because it's like the vibrational frequency between you and that person is pouring in to each other, and it's creating a level of growth. My air signs, relationship dynamics and support. You will be making decisions surrounding certain relationships. This is the card that came out for my air signs. There is no word, so this is just channeled information. Again, getting back to the overall energy of being your spiritual growth. You are working on something, and it's going to blossom. You've been working on yourself, and you are blossoming. Keep taking that time to go within, because it's leading you somewhere. Work with the element of rose during this time. Work with the energy of aromatherapy. Love life is coming up very strongly in this energy. So it's going to be through your love life for some, where you're going to gain that level of growth that you need. Opening up your heart is what is going to be taking place. So this is also forgiveness that is going to be happening. That is happening. Because these are the major changes right now in your spiritual growth. Shield yourself from relationships of any kind that takes away from you. Focus on relationships that's going to nurture you and build you up. If somebody watches this and you are making something, you do this because it's your passion, it's something that you love to do, they will buy what you sell. That's for somebody. They will buy what you sell. Okay? You may have a deceased loved one by the name of Rose, Rosa, or Rosie. Air signs. Relationship dynamics and support. The card that came out for you is abundance and windfall. This spiritual growth is going to lead you to abundance. What is abundance? What is really the true definition of abundance? It is joy. happiness, emotional fulfillment, okay? But it's also financial gain. So this spiritual growth that you're going through, whether it's removing certain people that's going to be a hindrance to your growth, Spirit got to get rid of them, okay? Spirit has to set more boundaries with people that's pulling on your energy, that is getting of the way of you propelling forward or thinking with an abundant mindset. Ashe, yo, okay? They will buy what you sell. You will be supported. This card speaks of gifts, celebration, promotion, opportunities, successful ventures. Air signs, are you ready? It's coming. In your spiritual growth, many of you have been working on these things or working on certain things that has come up. And now it's time for you to reap your rewards. For others, it's happening. It's going to happen. Whether you want it to or not, it's going to happen. Because this is the time of what? Spiritual growth. So in that, get ready to receive those gifts. Your spiritual growth, again, you're going to see certain people show up for you. And it's going to kind of blow your mind. This is your receiving season. You better claim it. This is your receiving season. It's time for you to get happy. It's time for you to celebrate. Because understand, anything that has been standing in your way to reap where you are supposed to get, be, and receive, gotta go. And know that during it all, you are supported by the Most High. You are supported by your spiritual team. Get ready for this success. My air signs, relationship dynamic support. Rain. Maybe you guys love rain. Rain could be therapeutic for you. You may need to listen to some rain music. Maybe you go to sleep with rain music, or maybe you need to start doing that as well. Again, understand that spiritual growth does take a lot out of a person, you know. So these are some great self-soothing techniques. However, this is about time to replenish. Oh, I didn't even see that. We on the same page, Spirit. It's time to replenish. Again, spiritual growth, it ain't easy. It takes a lot out of you, right? Because, you know, we got to purify the energies. And purifying the energies can be uncomfortable, right? It can be uncomfortable. But see, I even love this analogy right now. Because when it rains, rain goes into nature. And what happens when rain and earth mix? Oof, the fucking growth that it brings. Like, that's the law of cause and effect. That's guaranteed to happen. You pouring water in the ground, something gonna grow. Whether it's a daisy, whether it's a sunflower, whether it's a mushroom, I don't know what it is, but something gonna grow up out of there. So this is confirmation that it's gonna happen. And for some of you, it's already happening. However, getting back to the message, this spiritual growth takes a lot out of you. So rest. Whether that means taking a break from certain people that you talk to that drains your energy. Certain people that just want to call you and tell you all their problems, want to talk about all the negative things. Somebody that always has something going on. Yeah, you may need to kind of pull back a little bit. Protect your energy right now. Universe got you. Universe supports you. Don't feel bad. Get the fuck out of there with that shit. Spirit said, don't feel bad. You protecting your energy right now. And it's also giving you a chance to tap into your inner guidance, your inner compass. For many of you, this spiritual growth ain't really about nobody else. It's about the relationship with your damn self. For some of you, this is your season to really understand your motherfucking worth. Because you may have forgotten about it. Because life be lifing, right? But you're going to learn today. You're going to learn today. And one final card, and we're going to close out for my air signs relationship support. Period. Check your Cancer placements in your astrology chart. It's very significant. My air signs, you are extremely impacted by this full moon in Cancer. See where Cancer is showing up in your astrology chart for additional insights pertaining to your spiritual growth. You're taking charge. You're on top of your shit, or you're about to be. You're driving the vehicle to the destination that you want it to go. You're learning what to take control of and what to let go of when it comes to the energy of control. There is so much determination that you're going to have. Willpower. All right? This is you putting on your big boy pants and making shit happen. This is forward movement. This is all the things that this spiritual growth is doing for you. You may be born on the 7th of a month. Somebody in here has the initial R, first name, middle name, or last name. So this does complete the messages of spiritual growth for my air signs. Put a heart in the comments. Make sure that you comment. And I hope you enjoyed. Moving on to the element of fire. Be back. Hey, fire signs. This is for my Leos, my Aries, and my Sagittarius. Like I stated in the previous elements, please make sure that you are checking into your sun, moon, or rising. All right. Again, the theme that Spirit wanted to talk about is spiritual growth. And the question posed to Spirit, what are the major changes right now? Again, these cards have already been pre-given to me by Spirit. However, I have not saw them. So for my fire signs, let's go ahead and tap on in with your spiritual growth. What are the significant changes right now? We have decisions. And we have be true to you. I'm going to go ahead and channel this information, and then I'm going to be pulling one card from each deck, and then we're going to close out. Give me a few moments to channel. Fire signs. There's been some decisions. Maybe some major decisions. Because, of course, we make decisions each and day of our lives. So, this is talking about major decisions. There's been some major decisions that maybe you've been pondering for a while. Going back and forth with. And some of you may have procrastinated. Understand that not making a decision is making a decision. However, you may have procrastinated, or you look, whatever, I'll deal with it later, or maybe not right now. But this spiritual growth is about you focusing on some major decisions that you need to make in your life. Now, I'm not sure what area that may be for you. As we continue, maybe Spirit will provide insight. But if you're listening to this and the information is already hitting, those things that already ran across your thoughts is exactly what Spirit is talking about. It's time to make some important decisions that you've been putting off. And the time is now. Because these decisions, okay, are so important that they impact your spiritual growth. Okay? Now, in the decisions that you make pertaining to whatever this is, the key is being true to you. Means that you make your decisions based off you. Is this best for me? Is this best for my situation? You're going to base and ask those questions or look within for the answers to those questions by being and staying within your integrity, your values. As long as you work with being true to you, stand in alignment with your integrity and your values and your morals when it comes to making these decisions, you're in a win-win situation. However, though, if you decide to make some decisions that are very major, and for whatever reason it may not go the way that you wanted to, that is okay. It was supposed to happen that way. You needed to go left when you should have went right, because you needed that lesson for this spiritual growth. So, in the past, you've put off decisions, procrastinated about certain decisions in fear of making the wrong decision. Your growth is going to stem from making those decisions. And this is going to be the year. This is going to be the time where you will have to make a decision. But understand, wherever it takes you is going to lead you to growth. All you have to do is be true to you. This is giving me, be a little bit selfish. This is giving me what's best for me. It's giving the girls. So give me 1 second. So let's get some additional information. Divine Spirit, this is for my fire signs. My fire signs. Spiritual growth. Decisions, be true to you. Fire signs. Is this it? Thank you, Spirit. The card that came out is, I love it, 21. Let's talk about that in itself. Let's break that down. What's that, 3? Okay. 3. Mind, body, soul, spirit. These major decisions have been so significant that they have been impacting you, mind, body, soul, and spirit. So you have to make these decisions, okay? Now, by making these decisions, they are going to lead you to peace, okay? The power of 3, you have ascended masters that is guiding you every step of the way. Again, these decisions and you being true and staying true to who you are is a part of your spiritual growth and is a part of your journey. That's why there is no wrong or right decision right now. It's just time to make a decision by, number 1, honoring yourself. It says, living from the soul opens me to the magic that exists. When I surrender to divine manifestation on its terms and timing. Either way you go, it is a part of your journey. It is where you needed to be at that time, at that place. Okay? These major decisions is what's really going to bring your peace. It's going to bring you some peace. My fire signs. Decisions, be true to you. Spiritual growth, fire signs. Alright, this is a card that came out for you. There is no words. This is channeling. Again, pertaining to your spiritual growth. Many of you have a strong masculine in the spirit world that is really guiding you and watching over you and trying to help send you signs and synchronicities, and will be sending signs and synchronicities when it comes to making the major decisions that you need to make. Your spirit guides are very much present, and they want you to know that with every step that you take, the light will be shown to you. Because what you're stepping into is the darkness. Why is it the darkness? Don't get scared. Ain't nothing bad happening. Why is it the darkness, though? Because you don't know what's on the other side. That's all. Look at y'all freaking out and shit. No. It's because you don't know what's next. But your spirit guide says every step you take, I will show you the light. For many of you, your spirit guide is trying to walk you towards your peace. Your peace in your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. In all areas. That's what spirit is trying to lead you to. And that's why now is the time. Whether it's right now, whether it be this year. Now is the time. For my fire signs. Decisions be true. Their spiritual growth. Fire signs. Watching is fine. You got your loved ones in the spirit world, baby. Many of you, some of you, not all of you, may work very heavily with your ancestors. You're very connected to your spiritual team, even if you don't work with ancestors, because everybody don't work with their ancestors. Okay? You got people, all right, in the spiritual streets that is watching you, keeping an eye on you. So do you really think that they're going to let you run into some shit? And again, if they do allow you to run into some shit, life's obstacles, challenges, whatever the case may be, all right, they know that, again, this person needed the experience. But I'm not going to put more on this person than she can handle. And even through this process, I'm watching. You got a powerful team around you. So, when it comes to your decisions, that's going to help propel you forth with your spiritual growth, gather your information. Now is the time. Do your research. If it's moving to a different city, if it's moving to a different state, if it's going back to school, if it's having to take out loans to buy a house, if it's thinking about buying a house, gather the information. Now, I got to say something else. My fire signs. You about to be making some boss fucking moves. Some of you already started it, but you ain't even peeled back the layer of the onion yet. So if you think you've been making boss moves, you ain't seen shit yet. You about to make some boss moves, right? New levels, new devils. So in this spiritual growth, baby, they watching with envy. They lurking. They lurking. So you got strong hater energy. So if you don't know how to protect yourself energetically, it's time for you to learn. Many people don't understand there's a spiritual warfare out here, and everything is spiritual before it gets physical. By the time you experiencing a loss here, a loss there, pain here, pain there, life going to hell, it's been brewing in the ethers for a while. But if you would have tapped in, if you would have tapped in when the shit was up in the spiritual, you could have caught that shit before it hit the physical. And this don't mean, I'm not trying to turn everybody into hoodoo practitioners. It ain't got to go that deep. Sometimes it could just be a prayer. Sometimes it's just going to the book of Psalms. Sometimes it's just lighting a white candle and talking to your team. you know? But don't be naive to think that we are in a society where spiritual warfare don't happen. If so, I'm not the channel for you. And I send love, and I ask for expansion with your third eye. So let's kind of tap on in. In this stage of your spiritual growth, people are going to be trying to figure you the fuck out. They're going to be trying to figure you out. They're not really understanding you. They're not really understanding like this glow up, this embodiment of you being your most authentic self. They're not getting it. They don't quite understand it. They don't know why you're doing this, or why you're going after this career, or why you're taking this step, and why you're making this move, because it's not about you, boo-boo. That's why. All right? However, don't get caught up in the drama. Okay? To know there is envious and hating energy, low vibrational frequencies going around, don't turn that shit into fear. Because everything that a person is trying to send you, you shall receive. You don't feed something that is an attack on your character in any shape or form. You don't feed it. Okay? To a certain extent. Right? But Spirit says that with this shift that is happening, stay focused. Don't get distracted. Because again, other people are not going to know where you're coming from, why you moving this way. Don't get distracted. Don't get caught up in the drama. You stay focused. Okay? Because you on a mission. You on a journey right now. And this journey ain't for everybody. Okay? This journey ain't for everybody. So there could be decisions of vacating premises with certain connections that you have. Okay? My fire signs. Fire signs, divine spirit. Decisions and be true to them. Fire signs. Aspen. So growth comes from releasing. Growth comes from getting rid of the old. And you guys have been, is, and will continue to be shedding the old. Shedding the old is a part of your physical growth. Why did I say physical growth? So I'm speaking to somebody that's been going through some body changes that may not be liking their body changes, and they've been thinking about taking action, or they've been working to make changes on their body. It's going to happen. Okay? But I meant to say spiritual growth, right? You're shedding the old, whether that be old people, an old environment, an old job, a title of a job, an old environment, you know, an old neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, an old way of thinking, you know. You're shedding the old. And you got your spiritual team sitting here watching you. Okay? And that's another thing. Like, because you got so much fucking protection, just know that your ancestors, your spiritual team, know when there's some little sneaky shit going on behind your motherfucking back. You need to pay attention to the signs, because they send them to you. So when them snakes get to slithering in your grass and you forgot to cut them, pay attention to the signs. Alright? Because they warn you. They let you know you got a snake too close to comfort. Alright, one final card for my fire signs. I'm speaking truth. The spiritual growth for my fire signs, you're going to be speaking your truth. You're going to say what you mean and mean what you say. The end. I love it here. I love it here. Because I'm being my most authentic self by speaking the truth. So if there's been an issue for my fire signs with that, that's changing. Clarity is coming with this spiritual growth. Those creative ideas is hidden. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them ideas. Your downloads. Pay attention to them. Your clear cognizance abilities. is going to be growing as well. These are all things that is entwined in your spiritual growth. This is victory. This is triumphant success when it comes to the things that thought that they were going to hold you back. You got the power. Tap in. Tap in. Tap in. I hope you enjoyed. Put a heart, comment below, sending love your way. Now we're getting ready to move on to the last and final element of water. All right, my water signs. I am calling upon my Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. As I stated to the other group as well, please make sure that you're also checking into your sun, your moon, and your rising signs for additional information. Again, the theme that Spirit brought forth was about spiritual growth. And the question was, what are some of the major changes? Okay, so let's see. Again, I haven't looked at these cards. Spirit pre-delivered these cards to me. So my water signs, we're going to be looking at this all at one time. Okay, so let's see. When it comes to your spiritual growth, what are the significant changes? Fire. Finances. And we have motivation. I'm going to switch them. So I'm going to also be pulling a card from each one of these decks before we close out. But before I do, I'm going to get ready to channel. Give me a second here. The spiritual growth. Okay. So your spiritual growth is about motivation. Spirit got to hype you up. Spirit got to hype you up, water signs. They got to hype you up. They got to find a way to get you to get inspired, to get motivated, to take action, to go hard or don't come at all type of vibes. You guys got that energy. But something ain't moving. Something's become stagnant. It's like you got these qualities about yourself. That inspiration, that being passionate, that drive, that going after what it is you want. You got these qualities, but you're not exercising them. And if you are sensitive with what I just said, please exit out. I don't pacify emotions, but I deliver everything with love. Okay? You've been sleeping on yourself. In some aspect, shape, or form, you've been sleeping on yourself. But don't worry. You done had enough sleep. Now it's time for action. Now it's time for movement. Now it's time to get the ball rolling. In this spiritual growth, you're going to find motivation. You're going to find that go-getter energy and actually put forth the action steps, right, to make shit happen. That's what's going to happen. And guess what that's going to do? That's going to level you the fuck up financially. But let's backtrack ourselves before we get into the 3D things. We get too fixated and too excited about the 3D things when the shit we need to be excited about is the things that's in the ethers. That's where the keys to the streets. That's where you can have whatever you like. Right? So we got to first motivate the mind. Before we get to finances, we got to first motivate the mind. How are we going to motivate the mind, Spirit says? By getting them to a place of realizing their worth. We got to first start there. Because if they just get the money, the 3D things, they're going to be right back at square one in no time. See, because it's spiritual and because it's growth, we talking about long term. That's how spirit rolls. Okay? We're not talking about the get rich overnight schemes and things of that nature. You know? But if it floats your boat, float your boat. But again, we got to first reprogram the mind. We've got to first get the mind together so that the mind can understand that the body is equipped to do what it needs to do in order to make shit shake. Did you hear me? We got to stimulate the mind. Some things you can start doing yourself. Affirmations. I am determined. I am confident. I am capable. And you look in the mirror while you say these things. You write these things down. You practice more self-love. You eliminate, give me 1 second. You eliminate the negative talk and you transmute that with more positive talk. Okay? You hold yourself accountable. So again, we got to start with the mind first. We got to stimulate the mind. We got to motivate the mind. We got to get the mind going, okay? Because a car is not going to move without the wheels. All right? So once we've worked with them on that, ain't no stopping us now. Hey, we're on the move. Period, okay? It's time for growth. Because for some of you, you're settling. You're settling in your relationships. You're settling in your jobs. You're not moving forth on your ideas. You keep going back and forth with yourself about what you want to do because you're not confident enough to feel as if you can make the shit happen. We got to get rid of that shit. Okay? Baby, let me be your motivation. Okay, so Spirit about to be your motivation. My water signs. Motivation and finances, spiritual growth. Yeah, that lack mentality, it got to go. That poverty mentality, it got to go. That fear of not having enough. That thought of feeling as if, oh, I'm never going to be this, or, you know, life is so hard, I always got to struggle. Whatever that low vibrational lack mentality is, now it's time for reconstruction. Okay? We have number 4. Yeah, got to get more stable. Let's talk about that number 4. Stability, security, home life, self-being. You know what I'm saying? It's your root chakra. That's your base chakra. So 4s is about stability. What I say, Spirit ain't on that little get rich quick scheme, stuff like that. You know, money that come easy, leave easy. Spirit trying to hook you up on some long-term shit. Okay? Something that's stable. Something that is secure. For many of my water signs, you have a creative talent. You ain't inspired. You're not motivated. You have a draw to go to school and do something, to become something. You thought about it, but putting forth action or really getting serious about it, feeling really inspired to really kind of get, get your gears moving, you're sleeping on yourself. But then alone, you may be upset with why you may not be making enough or why you don't have enough. Don't worry, that's about to change. For some of you, Spirit is, now for all of you, Spirit says, remember how you got to work with the mind first? Because with this creative power that is kind of coming in here, your emotions gets the best of you. Your emotions, you allow your emotions to limit your progress towards things. You may get frustrated very easy. If you don't pick up something as quick as you think that you should, you put it down, you let it go. Okay? Your emotions. You could be impulsively making decisions to do things that you're really not inspired to do. So it's kind of like you're just kind of wasting time. And it's not changing your mindset or your value or what you could have in this lifetime. So again, you're getting ready to be woken up. Many of you and some of you may experience a lot of issues with your cycles. Because it's like imbalances in your sacral. For some, unfortunately, there could be difficulties conceiving, and if that is the case, I'm sorry, that you are going through that. But it's your creative power and what you are, what you love to do is what brings in the finances. You're sitting on ideas of things that you've done in the past, things that you can do, and you can turn it into lucrative. Don't worry, Spirit's going to prepare you for it. You're going to be investing. Okay, you're going to be investing in your talents this year. That's for sure. Okay, and I'm speaking strongly, and this could go for my masculines as well, but strongly divine feminine is coming up very strongly. Okay, let's keep moving forward. This is for my water signs. My water signs. Motivation, finances, spiritual growth. Okay. So these cards do not have any words. Everything is intuitive. So when it comes to your spiritual growth, water signs, get ready to open up and embrace change. Okay? This spiritual growth is going to bring so much happiness. This lack mentality, this lack of confidence, a lot of you guys, it stems from your inner child. So you're going to also be healing your inner child, working through your inner child traumas, understanding your emotions better, dissecting certain things. You will be healing your inner child. The universe is at play right now in areas of your life. A change is coming. So it's kind of like Spirit recommends that you just open yourself up to embrace this shift that is happening, because either way it go, now is the time. No more waiting, no more procrastinating, no more belittling yourself or feeling less than. No more of that. It's time to level up. First, in your way of thinking. And once you level up in your way of thinking, your finances is going to level up. Not just your finances, your external possessions are going to level up. You're going to be extremely happy. You're going to be very successful, receive a lot of recognition in what you do. Whether this is in your personal changes or whether this is going to be in aspects of your career. But don't just wait on Spirit. You put in the work too. You put in the work too. Find ways to motivate yourself. Whether you got to listen to songs that motivate you, listen to podcasts that motivate you, listen to the preacher that motivates you, whatever floats your boat, whatever gets your gears grinding. If you got to go through my videos and allow me to empower you, whatever it takes to get the ball going. Because it's going to get to rolling. And you don't want Spirit to be pushing your ass to do it. Because then it's going to be a lot of things that's going to start coming at you all at one time. And it's going to feel overwhelming. Okay? My water signs. Motivation and finances for them. Spiritual growth. Water signs. See? What did I just say? We got unexpected and we got storm. I just said, and try to embrace. Try to say, okay, I see what you're doing for me. I see what I need to do. I see that the time is now. You know? Because if not, you're going to be pushed. Because again, this is spiritual growth. Supported by the divine, which means that it's fate. So by any means necessary, if Spirit has to put fire under your ass to get you to going, that's what's going to happen. And it's going to look like everything around you could be very chaotic, or everything within you can feel very chaotic, because Spirit got to light fire under your ass to get you to moving. All right? So it could come in the energy of a storm. But understand that these sudden shifts is what is needed to push you forward. Okay? Because some of these behaviors in your way of thinking about yourself, your lack of confidence, your lack of self-esteem, your lack of ability to move forward, your energy of settling, your energy of fear-based mentality. These mentalities are destructive. They is causing destruction in your life, whether it's your relationships, family members, friends, romantic partners, aspects of yourself. It is creating conflict, chaos. Okay? Spirit said, no, we got to, now is the time. Spirit is already promising you this is what's on the other side. This looks way better than this. And for many of you, this is what's going on within right now. It may not even really be a lot of your external circumstances. This could be what is happening within you as a person right now. It can't keep happening. All right? And for others, this is happening externally right now. But understand that everything is a reflection. Everything is a mirror. So if it's happening internally, you're definitely feeling it externally and vice versa. My water signs. Some of you may have lost a job. It may have come very quick, very sudden, very unexpected. If it has, or if it decides to come your way. Because for others, there could be a storm that's coming. And I know times is hard now and everybody needs money to survive with everything that is going up in the world. But for some, hopefully it doesn't happen to none of you, right? But for some, there could be a storm that's getting ready to come, and it's maybe a loss in a job. There's going to be some type of destruction that is possibly going to impact you in a negative way, but it's taking you somewhere. Trust the process. And I know that's easier said than done. Okay? The card that came out is the sunflower. My Oshun baby, some of y'all. This is a beautiful card. This is sunflower, and it says happiness is at hand. Like I say, if something comes to an end, all of a sudden, because what this is going to be quick sudden. You're not going to see it coming. All right? If it's happened or it's getting ready to happen, happiness is at hand. By Spirit working with you and pushing you into this energy of motivation, which is going to level up your way of thinking of yourself, what you bring to the table, your values, your 3D materials. Happiness is what awaits you. Doing what it is that you love to do is your happiness, but you're not taking action towards it. And for some of you, you think that you love to do something, but you don't love to do it. For those, that's because you can't hear your soul speak. It's too much going on in your soul. So the get-rich-quick scheme, egotistical mindset is saying, yeah, let's do this because of it brings in the money, and I need the money. When all along, you're really not even passionate about it. Maybe you was before, but you may not be now. So there's a need to be honest with yourself. Because this energy here is destructive for your future. And Spirit is not about to allow you to get in the way of your future. Okay? And one final card that we're going to close out from our water sign. That strength. When it comes to your spiritual growth, it's not going to be easy. Many of you, it hasn't been easy, and it's not going to be easy. Why? Because you are warriors. You are people that has an energy of resilience within you. So you're going to be coming up against a little bit more challenges. Or maybe they're not more, but the challenges you go through, they hit a little different. They hit a little deeper. They cut a little bit more deeper. But it's because you are a warrior. Meaning that your soul was built to handle adversities, where for others, they may not be as strong as you to handle some of the things that you went through. So it's not going to be an easy road. But you got the fight, you got the bravery, you got the strength, you got the determination, you got the perseverance. Tame the lion within. Tame the lion within, because the lion is within, but he's not roaring the way that he needs to roar. And you don't want him to roar to the point where it is causing chaos, right? You want to tame it. Tame it. You also want to look in your astrology chart to see where Leo is in your astrology chart, as that is also a vital information as to where your spiritual growth is happening. Everything that you've been up against in life and everything that's coming your way, okay? Because life will life. You got this. You got this. But I also see as well with this spiritual growth, some things you don't have to put yourself through. Because you're so much of a strong, resilient person, sometimes you put yourself in situations because you know you can handle them. However, they're not meant for you. Whether that's a relationship, whether it's a thought pattern, whether that's a job, whatever it is. You will get clear on how to utilize your resilience and your strength and your bravery and your boldness. You will learn how to tame that lion within. So this is beautiful. Put a heart, put a comment. I hope you guys enjoy. Sending love your way. Until next time, Ashe. If you're interested in a more personal reading with me, you can book me at spiritualvibrations.org.